Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I am working on making a flower arrangement in this pretty little cup that I embellished that I got from Donald from over at Donald Vlogsifys wood shop. If you recall in some previous issues, we filled in the gouges that he put in it when his lathe flung it across the room on him. And I attempted to paint to make it match the wood grain, but I couldn't get the paint colors to match the way I wanted them to. So I went to plan B, and I embellished with these pretty little metal bees. These are metal bee embellishments that I got from Miriam Joy over at miriamjoy.com. And I'm going to put a flower arrangement inside this little cup, and it'll look so pretty sitting with a flower arrangement in it, I think. And I dug out some flowers and I bought a few things. I was out of moss and stuff, so I think I've got set up now so that I can do this flower arrangement in this little cup. And I went and got a chunk of foam, floral foam, from my floral foam stash, and we're going to cut that down. And I'm going to find my little utility knife here and pull the blade out in that and chop that down some. Let's see, put it in that way, I think. Well, I don't know. This looks pretty good right here. It's going to need the corners cut off of it. So let's start by cutting some corners off. Just take the utility knife and cut off what ain't going to fit. That's coming pretty close, but we need a little bit more off over here on this side, I think. So let's cut a little bit of this corner off of it. Let's see how that fits. Okay, it's going down in a little bit better. And let's turn it a little bit and see how it goes this way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now we're talking. We can take these little pieces and stick them in the sides there. So that we have something to stick some of these flower stems down into. Have something to grab on. All this is going to be covered up, so I'm not concerned about the beautyliciousness of it. There's another Brenda-ism for you. Beautyliciousness right there. Now we're going to take some of this. Well, shoot, brain ain't working. This stuff, sheet moss. And cut the top off of that bag there. And we're going to put a little moss on top of this, just to cover the top of that. Now, some people glue it down. I'm not going to glue it down because I may want to change this out with the seasons. You know, I mean, this one I'm putting in will work for spring and summer, but fall and winter, I might want to put a different one in. I might want to do something special for Christmas or something. So I don't need it glued in if I want to change everything out of it. Say for wintertime, I wouldn't want this moss in there. I'd probably cover it up with some kind of fake snow stuff. We could get the mouse out of the way. That would be beneficial, I do believe. So I'm going to cover this part up here. And all that foam under there is covered up. Now we're going to cover that up, most of it. Let me get the biggest pieces off of there and put them back in my little bag. Put that off to the side. Now, when you're doing a flower arrangement, there's a lady up to the store when I bought a couple things up there. She said, "Oh, you look like you have done flower arranging before. I wouldn't know where to begin." And I didn't say anything, but I thought to myself, well, there's a lot of people in that boat that think the same doggone thing. And that's why I'm doing a video on it. So when you're doing flower arranging, you want to keep three things in mind: color, texture, and height. Those are your three things. You want complementary colors. You want some varying textures. And you're going to want varying heights of plants in your flower arrangement. Now, I don't have a whole lot of variation here, really, because it's such a small pot. If I was dealing with a great big, 12, 16-inch pot or something, I would go with a whole lot of different things in it. But this is just a small one. Now, I've got these. And these are a real fuzzy leaf. And it's showing up sort of on camera, but it's real fuzzy. So you got that texture going on, and you can make these taller, because it's on a big old long stem, or you can make them shorter for down around the bottom of it. Then I've got some flowers. I've got these little flowers, and I've got these pink little flowers to go with that. And then I've got these lily of the valleys, and they got leaves and stuff on them. So we've got a little different texture in the leaves on that, and different colors, pink and yellow, and kind of a reddish color in the flowers, and different kinds of leaves. So we've got different textures, we got different colors, and we can have different heights in these by adjusting, how high or how low we're going to put these in. Now, when you start, you want to start in the center, because that's going to be your focal point, your highest point in your plant or in your arrangement. So you start in the center with what you're going to want for your focal point, your main game there. And I probably should have got my wire cutters out, and I didn't do that. Let me grab them real quick here. It's easier to cut these stems with wire cutters. I'm going to cut long to begin with, and we can always shorten them. Now, I like these because the leaves are adjustable on these. You can slide them up or down, however you want to put them. And I think I'm going to start with leaves on that one kind of high. And I'm going to poke this right down in the center there. I'm going to leave a little bit of height to it. And I know you can't see real good there. I'll turn it a little bit so you can see. But I've left, a good 2 inches from where it hits the moss to the bottom of the flower, 2.5 inches there with the center one. And I'll try to back that camera out just a little bit there for you. Not a really great camera angle on that, but it's the best we can do for right now. Now we've got that one in, and then I'm going to come around with some of these stems of these other ones, and like I say, I'm going to cut them long and shorten them as I need to. I'd rather have them a little long in the beginning than too short. So again, we can adjust the leaves on this one some, pull them up, and these are going to go around Let me poke that down in there. See, that's way too tall. That's towering over top of that. So we're going to take that way down. We want to take about 4 inches off of that, I think, to start. And poke that right down in there. Now, you're going to want this to be full. You don't want it to look like it's been, skimped on or something. It needs to look good and full. And then I'm going to take another sprig from the same branch. This is probably just a touch long. I'm going to take, I'll show you here, get it underneath the camera. Well, trying to get it underneath the camera. There we go. from where I've got the leaves set. I'm going to take off probably 2 inches off of there. Poke that down. And see, it's starting to fill out. If I turn it sideways this way, you see, that's filling out. Looking nice. Now I'm going to put another sprig of those in. Decide which one I want to go with here. Again, I'll adjust some of them leaves up on that some. Well, come on, get my wire cutters to work. Now we kept these to fit on there. I'll cut a little bit off of that because I see that's going to be too long. Take another couple inches off of there. And come in on this side. And that's 3 sprigs of those. Now, it ain't looking too bad just like that, but we ain't done yet. No siree. We're going to put some more of these pinkins in. Let's see. Let's dance you around there a little bit. You look a little droopy. There we go. Arrange them so that they look even. And then we're going to come in with a pink one. It's going to be really full and so we got the pink one there. And now we want to go to this side over here. So right in between these 2 flowers, right in here, we'll put another pink one. Because you want it all balanced. You don't want it lopsided. So right in here, poke it down. Turn it so you can see both sides of it and make sure you got the flowers even there. Okay. Now I don't have to use every flower that I brought over here, but I could save some of these for another occasion. But we're going to come in with some of these lily of the valleys and put them in there. And there again, I'm going to start by cutting it long. Can always shorten them up. Pull some leaves up on this a little bit. And we can put, I think that's going to be way too long, but let's test it. We can always pull it back out, fix it however we want to. Well, I feel like I'm hitting cement. Seems to be the problem. There we go. So that's way too long. Way too long. So here's what we're going to do with that. We're going to cut this top stem off of there. See, it's got one big old tall stem up there with no leaves or nothing. Well, I take that back. I guess it does have a set of leaves to it. Okay, we'll pull that set of leaves up. Then we'll cut it off down here. Whee! Well, that one went fling. It's taking a trip. Okay, we'll come in and we'll stick this one right in there. And just have those sticking right up above this. Just like that. So they're kind of poking out between the roses and the primroses. And we'll come over here to this side. And we'll do the same thing so that it balances. Okay. Sometimes you have to kind of feel around in there to get a nice spot for it. Oh, now, moving the leaves around. There we go. And then that side sticks up just like that. And it needs one more. You go in sets of 3, 5s, and 7s with things. You see I got 3 of the yellow ones. I got 3 of the sprigs of the primroses. And now we got 3 sprigs of the lily of the valley. Get them even. There we go with that. Now, we got our fuzzy leaves. And I'm going to start just by cutting one stem of fuzzy leaves off of there. I'll cut them long. So I can always cut them down. And we'll come right in here on the side and poke them in right along the side there. See how that looks. I'm not fond of that. So I'm going to pull that back out of there. And I'm going to take the leaves off of it. Try something else. There we go. Now, I just want these down around the bottom of the pot here. Poke them right into that floral foam. So that they stick out just a little bit around the pot. See how they are? Here's another. And on this side, put that down in there. And I'm going to want those nice and full around the bottom of it. I didn't poke in there very good. Poke it in a little bit better. That stem's a little wimpy for this foam. There we go. I think. Yeah, it's in. Now, I want to do some more of those, so I want to fill that out just a little bit more. Well, if I can get the colors to work, there they go. Keep going around with that. There's 5. I'm going to do 2 more. So there'll be 7. You go with odd numbers. Well, working with cat paws, my thumbs don't want to work with the arthritis. Don't let it beat me, though. I'll just keep going. All right. Well, this one I didn't get jammed in good. So we'll come back here again, poke it in. And then I loosened up another one. So we'll try a little more. These are softer stems on these than it was on the flower, so they're not wanting to poke in as well. This spot started there. And then stick it in there. There it goes. These remind me of fuzzy geranium leaves. My granny raised geraniums when I was a kid. I always remember those fuzzy geranium leaves. So there we have this pretty arrangement in Donald's cup. So I hope you can see that there, how pretty that is. This camera really is not doing it justice from this angle. But and I don't know how to get it to show any better, really. If I take the camera down and hold it out like this, maybe you can. Well, I'm tethered by the cord on it, so that's not really working either. See my big paint supply up there on the front of my desk, where I'm always reaching for paint. But there's the pretty arrangement that I put in this pot. It really is pretty, if I do say so myself. You can leave me a message, a comment. Let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here. Share it on your social media so everybody gets to see what I'm doing. Gets to enjoy being crafty. And the Etsy store is up and running. I'll probably, by the time you see this, have more stuff up on Etsy. So be sure and check out the Etsy store. The PayPal donation link is also on the banner on my page. If you want to make any donations to the cause here. And I guess there's only one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's Crafty. Be like Brenda.